got the Rambler back in the garage. You're going to see a little bit later that we got some footage of us taking down the track for the first time. Went down the Quaker Motorsports Park down in Salem. Did about 3 passes on this thing. They're all just test hits. I got the rev limiter at 6,200 RPM, and then the launch is only at 3,500 RPM. So very much turned down. This engine should spin about 78, 7,600 RPM, somewhere around there. I don't know where I'm going to put it at yet, but we're going to figure that out. Just pretty much a shakedown run. So we ran like a 1205 at 102 to the quarter with while lifting at the 8th. So this thing's got quite a bit of juice going to it. So I'm hoping we're going to get in the mid 10s, maybe the low 11s, something like that. And if we're not, we're gonna get there eventually. So we're gonna turn it up at Coonley on Saturday. When we go up there, hopefully the rain holds off. But it's looking like rain right now, so we might not get to go this weekend. So we got it pulled out. We're gonna basically change the oil, change the spark plugs, check on all that, make sure we have no water seeping in. I don't believe we do. Make sure the spark plugs are burning okay. It kind of was breaking up on deceleration. Obviously, it was kind of cackling when it was decelerating at the end of the track, so I don't really know. We might have to do some carburetor adjustment, not really sure. We're also going to check and make sure that our valve lash is still set to what we set it to, maybe even tighten up about 15 thousandths. I think on this engine we set it to 20 thousandths, that's what the heads were calling for. So I think we're going to maybe tighten up, but if it looks good, I don't think we'll go through the whole sequence of changing it again. We'll just keep it and run it. I just want to make sure everything stayed where it should be and it's exactly where it needs to be. So yeah, it did really well. It fires right up. So we adjusted a couple more things. Basically, the previous distributor had the distributor plug cut off, so I had to cut off the MSD. And well, me thinking common sense, I put purple to purple, and then I put green to orange. Well, it's opposite, so kind of changed the timing a little bit. Added a ground strap, added new spark plugs, a new cap, and all that, and it runs flawlessly now. It starts right up. It doesn't have any problem using the line lock or the trans brake. It stays running. Where like last year we went to take it with this combination, some of the timing just couldn't be read. It was kind of way off. With that old distributor and plug wires and stuff. And then also when we went to put it on the line lock or the trans brake, the engine would just bog down and die. That could have been a combination of the carburetor not set right. Basically, if the rear float didn't have any fuel and it would run out and die when it goes to start running. So right now it ran really well. So like I said, we're going to turn it up and we're going to go from there. So we'll probably reset the valve lash and all that, like I said, but I don't think we're going to get into it. I'll show you the videos that I have of it going down the track. They're not real impressive. It's not doing a whole lot, but it was the first shakedown run. I mean, everything on this car has been touched. It's a brand new transmission, brand new engine, brand new radiator, brand new rear end, electrically rewired. So I got to also got to verify if the automatic shifter is actually working or not. So we completely rewired it. So I don't even know if the actual shifter, it's an automatic shifter, right? Because it's a forward manual valve body on this Power Glide, so it's 1, 2. I haven't reached the RPM to see if the solenoid actually engages for it to be an actual automatic. Because I was shifting at 6,200 RPMs with the rev limiter, where that's set to 6,800. I might get a lower chip and throw it in there and just hit on and just sit there on park and rev it up and see if it engages the solenoid or not. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. It's basically going to cut power to that relay. Just the weird thing is they had a weird relay wired in there. It might be correct for the period. I'm not exactly sure. I couldn't really find anything where it said to do it this way. A lot of times they just put the shift minder right to basically your shifter, and you went from there because it's always energized, so the coil stay back and the spring pops forward is what I'm used to. So I don't really know why, because that shifter or the shift minder that's in there should apply 24-volt power at all times, and once it sees that, it should basically kill it, interrupt it, the spring should push forward and should re-energize right after that. So I'm not exactly sure why the relay's in there, maybe because they want to run without it, I guess. Which I would think you just put a bigger pill in, but maybe they're smarter than me, I guess, back in the day, so I don't really know. But we kind of left it in there, so we're going to figure that out, make sure that actually works, because it'd be nice just to basically release that trans brake and let this thing do the work, right? So I don't have to worry about shifting or shift points, and we can be just deadly consistent. We got these old Phoenix slicks on it. I probably need to go get my other ones and put them on here. I mean, even at 3,500 RPMs, the track wasn't really well prepped. We were basically the first pair down. I think there's maybe 50 cars total Friday night, so it wasn't really prepped all that well, and there wasn't a lot of rubber laid down. So I think our second pass, we actually did a full launch. I mean, we spun the tires instantly right out of the gate. So it might be either these older tires, I'm not sure. I didn't do really hot burnouts either. I just kind of got them spinning, got them a little bit warm, so I could probably do a little bit better burnout on these tires. It might get a little bit better traction. We'll see. Like I said, Saturday's gonna be a whole new game if we get to go. Like right now, it's calling for 40%. 50% chance of rain, and about 66 degrees if you're in Ohio, so it's not looking too promising because anywhere over 25% chance of rain means it's going to rain somewhere pretty much in Ohio, especially northeast Ohio, so we're going to see how that goes. But yeah, so we're going to basically change the oil, do all the not so fun stuff, and go from there.
On the Summit Racing side of the track,